Hello, so we have Pranjali Gaur with us today, and she was from our droppers batch LPT, and she's been selected in the Patiala College. She will share with you her experiences, her CLAT journey, how LPT helped her to reach her goal. Yes, Pranjali.
Hello everyone. My journey was really smooth thanks to law prep tutorial. The mentorship was excellent and it made me, I was a couch potato and now I was burning the midnight oil all because of the teachers and the...
You can see the use of idiom she's doing, right? This is to be focused here.
All thanks to Sonia ma'am. And other than that, all the subjects were thoroughly covered and self-study is also really important. It's not just about classes and consistency is the key. There's nothing you can do but study to clear CLAT.
Right, you can hear the key word consistency. It is a small little word, but it is perseverance is the key to success. It's very truly said. So Pranjali, step by step, please tell the students from which subject to subject you had problems, which were your weaknesses, your strengths, how did you conquer them?
So I was good in English and legal and CR were my strong points. When it came to GK, I was not that good and QT was my weakest. So what I did was I used to follow all the class notes for QT and also practice it daily. With English, I had enough material to go through, so that helped a lot.
That means, usually as per every student referring to this and this and
Yes,
this,
ma'am.
even parents, burden the children like anything, that please refer to other materials.
Yes.
Is it enough to go with LPT's material?
Yes, ma'am, it's more than sufficient in some subjects, and the other is just the teacher's recommendations are also in line, so it's not a burden at all to
If we
cover
start
it all.
with GK, the class notes, newspaper, CLAT Express is
Yes,
enough?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And also the revision part is very important. You have all of this, and the class notes are usually like a holy grail for, they were for me, because
Right.
I used to know what I have written and then I used to remember the points, and that is why I refer to class notes the most. Otherwise, newspaper, daily reading, it gets easier by the day. That is the truth. And it was sufficient with the class notes, and CLAT Express was for all the things that you missed. So there was like no stone left unturned anywhere.
That's so good. We really feel that, that Midas touch with you itself, that English is flowing like anything. So what about QT section? You, like most students say that we
Yes,
leave
ma'am.
it and we do it. What were your points related to QT?
I never thought that I'll leave it. I prepared at a pace which was comfortable for me. I covered the bases so that at least 5 to 7 questions were there for me to attempt. But in the paper, I had less time, so I attempted 3-4 questions. But that was enough. You have to be selective in the subjects you are not strong in.
Even with one part section,
Yes,
5
ma'am.
questions, if you do right, you are there.
Yes, ma'am. And also the thing that I noticed with QT was the first 2 questions in each paragraphs were the easier ones. So if you could not complete the whole
So you have to
paragraph,
take out that camouflage material.
Yes, ma'am. It's all about the selection of questions in the paper. Otherwise, you can go with the class material because mostly all the basics are covered and the extra questions are also given.
When you entered LPT, you, like as everybody says for the English section, that you need to have a very strong vocabulary, sound things.
Yes.
Did you take any special extra pains for it? Or like, they create a fear or phobia in the mind of the students, and especially in the medium students को
Yes,
लगता है कि नहीं हो पाएगा, हम कैसे करेंगे, कैसे होगा. तो क्लैट तो करना है, कैसे करना है और LPT कैसे कराता है, ये जानना चाहेंगे.
Ma'am, English में मतलब the sheets you provided for vocab and for grammar, a lot of people used to think कि अच्छा passage based है तो हम vocab क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं, but with one word that you get wrong, you get a number of questions wrong. So vocab, I did the sheets, and also I used to read a lot of novels, so that helped
कोई
with.
particular novel का आपका कोई reading share
Ma'am,
करें?
I read Emma by Jane Austen.
Okay, and Jane Austen, Victorian novelist, is
Yes,
still,
ma'am.
Echoing and resonating among students.
Yes, ma'am. Also Scarlet Letter, which was your recommendation. And other than that, contemporary ones also, because the passage
Yes, is
used.
contemporary.
Yes,
Even
ma'am.
the English section was more of
Yes,
that
ma'am.
section.
Ma'am, I would like to share this part that one of the passages that came in the December CLAT was taught by you in the class. So we had already done that. So that
was,
Yes, ma'am.
But a feather in your cap
Yes,
again.
ma'am. I think
Feeling
it was
that.
an extract from Sudha Murthy's book, I think,
Acha,
where
okay.
her grandmother wanted to go
You
to
know,
Kashi.
when you
And
get that kind of a thing in exam, so what happens is you feel elated.
ma'am,
You're flying in the air on cloud
yes,
nine,
ma'am.
right?
Ma'am, the
So
confidence
feeling
just went through the roof. It was like, okay, I know this stuff. I've done this stuff.
okay,
And with regards to CR, it was mostly you have to have a good command on English also for CR, and they balance each other out. If you're good in CR, you'll get the help in English that you need, and if you're good in English, then the CR will
that's
automatically
wonderful, right?
come to you.
And for the legal section, as it's also one of the
Yes, ma'am.
salt of this paper,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
we need to talk about too.
So legal was mostly concepts for me. So Anupama ma'am's classes were sufficient, and the modules and mocks,
Right.
the legal in the mocks played a huge
I
part.
like Anupam ma'am's classes are so good that
Yes, ma'am.
naturally you don't need to have any doubt, anything getting up in your mind that I'm not
Yes,
able to
ma'am.
understand or things.
No,
All
ma'am.
concepts are
All
clear.
concepts are clear, and also the way you think also changes the more you practice legal.
Yes.
The morality takes a back seat, and the practicality comes
Right. To be a
forward.
lawyer, you need how to empty the
Yes, ma'am.
coffers of the person, right?
Yes,
And that
ma'am.
you must have learned by this legal
Yes,
section,
ma'am. That
right?
was Anupama ma'am was a huge help in that thing.
Right. Right.
She used to always say that I agree with your point, but it's
But
not the right answer. But being the
but
focus.
yes, the twister of English,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So everything well. Anything else you want to give a tips to the students or anything?
Just stick to what you know, and in the exam it's very important to keep your calm. Like, go for the sections. Like, we used to always hear from our teachers that go through the paper once, so you know which is easy and which is hard, which actually really helped. It saved a lot of time during the exam. So go through it and put it in your mind what section you want to do. And even if one or two passages are definitely hard in every
Yes,
section.
we tell them be mentally prepared
Yes,
for
ma'am.
one or two. It may be something which is out of the
So
box.
you don't have to get all worked up about it. It's fine if you can't do them. Leave them, come back to them. Just do it what you can at the fastest pace. That's all. Just
Right.
keep your calm and be
Right. Sang
fast.
Freud,
Yes,
equanimity,
ma'am.
balance of mind,
Really.
and this all.
Equilibrium. Very
So sweet. You
important.
can see, so Pranjali has learned a lot from it, and we have learned that our students can always excel in all spheres. Nowhere they would leave any stone unturned to do so. So
Yes.
thank you, Pranjali.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank
God
you.
bless you.